Well, you've had occasion to do evaluations for probate court, haven't you?
You'd have to remind me. There was a
never mind
period when
probate
I
court.
was the physician leader of the state of Maryland's Office of Forensic Services.
Right.
So
That's what you said on direct, so that's why I'm asking you. But how about the new tools in the toolbox? Proactive prevention of CLABS, 1, in patients with behavioral health and concerns. What does that mean?
Well, CLABSI, central line associated bloodstream infections, are something that is a major concern of all hospitals around the country, and preventing them from happening is not only the work of cleaning the apparatus that touches patients, but also we learned that when patients have psychiatric problems, they actually are at a greater risk of developing a central line associated bloodstream infection, which is a significant complication of being in the hospital. So I started that work when I was at Georgetown, when I was an adult, mainly focused on adults, and carried it on when I was at Children's Hospital Philadelphia and at Nemours in terms of the pediatric risks for CLABSI.
Okay. How about clinical manual of adolescent substance abuse disorder? That's another one of your chapters, right? Book.
I don't think I wrote a book about adolescent substance use.
Number 29, Mack A8, Clinical Manual of Adolescent Substance Abuse Treatment, Journal of Psychiatric Practice.
Yeah, that was a chapter, not a book. But yes.
Okay, but nevertheless, your focus and your interest is on adolescents that like to smoke weed and drink, right?
No.
Okay. Would you agree, sir, that you were interested in the American Psychiatric Press textbook you wrote for substance abuse treatment, right?
Yes.
All right. And think like a psychiatrist, but always a doctor, be a doctor, web drugstore, perils, drugs, alcohol, bloodstream infections in Children's Hospital, focusing on that, right? Where in here does it say that you ever came within breathing distance of a pregnant woman and your practice and your interest in your writings?
So I remember being at the Brigham as a resident and
how long ago
going
was that?
to, how long ago was that?
Yeah, give us a year.
Well, you asked me when.
Yeah,
So
that's when. When?
That was the memory I have for that particular situation was 2001.
2001, so 25 years ago.
Right.
What
And
did
so
you do?
since then, I went to the Medical University of South Carolina, and then I went to Georgetown, and all that period up until 2015, I was doing general psychiatry work with areas of focus in peds or in addictions, but also with forensics as an area. I see myself as somebody who's a generalist who happens to have a couple of